Welcome back to the GT Counter Podcast. My name is Tyler, joined as always back in the United States, my guy Grayson Winters. Happy 2026. Happy portal season. Man, it's all going on right now, my guy.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy month in the college football realms and landscape. Want to come out and start with my formal apology for having been gone for 3 weeks. CPA testing, long and much needed vacation, and want to give a shout out to our boy Chase for trying to keep us accountable on the podcasting realms. We appreciate you. We apologize for ruining your Tuesday mornings.
It happens though, we get paid nothing for this, so you kind of get it when you get it. But and then also I would be remiss if I did not first congratulate you on being freed from Pete Carroll. That is big news.
I mean, where do the Raiders go from here? I mean, Tom Brady must have the reins on this organization. Is rebuilding in process? I don't know. If rebuilding was in process for me, I would have gotten rid of Max Crosby last year, got some draft picks, and stopped wasting his football career. But that's just me. Maybe I'm a different character. Who knows?
Brady's college coach. I mean, I don't know who was at Michigan way back in the day, so don't know about that. It was with Bill forever. Bill and Jordan. They don't need to go to Vegas at this stage in their lives. That would be. I mean, I could see Bill being extorted for all sorts of casino credit. It'd be a bad situation for him in Vegas. So
Listen, you could bring in the highest paid coach in the NFL and Andy Reid, bring him over to Vegas. He isn't fixing anything. Nobody can throw the ball behind that offensive line. I mean, it's simple as that. It is bad, bad, bad. They've had some of the worst picks for the last decade. Um, Henry Ruggs, I believe, is out of jail. By the way,
freshly available.
it's freshly available. I don't know where his playing career goes from here. I would imagine
The Chiefs love those guys.
if there was an option to coach at Georgia this upcoming year, he would be available. Um,
Correct.
might not be the best influence on the culture at Georgia, but I'm just saying the players and him might get along.
Similar interests.
Yes, we might get canceled for that one. I'm sorry. That was
Eh,
our plot.
It's fine. No, absolutely nobody is watching this. Yeah, so that's 2 minutes of good solid Raiders talk there. That's about all I got in me.
Yeah, there's nothing left. This
You
team
could
is being,
trade the first pick, I suppose. That would make for some news.
just don't waste Mendoza's career, man. I really like the guy is he's just a politician behind the mic. Just don't ruin his football career. He could
Trade back, take the offensive tackle from Utah or
yeah.
whoever they deem to be best,
I,
and
I
then
would
take
I
a
would
stab at quarterback next year.
take him or turn around and take Caleb Downs. I'm cool with Downs. He's a good
Sure.
player. He's a good player.
But you're not going to be good next year, so don't take a quarterback and then be like, "Oh, there's so many good quarterbacks in this class." It's like, yeah. Instead, you took Frankie Mendoza.
Yes. No, yeah. Just wait another year. Just wait another year. And then their
Exactly.
first round draft pick will be DJ Lagway, and it'll be terrible again. It'll be a
Yikes!
bust all over again.
Yikes! We won't go portal first, although Lagway is playing his way through his portal carousel at the moment. Let's start with the two actual college football games that are happening. First and foremost, tomorrow we have is tomorrow the Fiesta with Miami and Ole Miss. Am
It
I
is.
correct in that?
Correct.
Okay, so we've got Miami and Ole Miss in the Fiesta Bowl semifinal number one. Miami a 3 or 3.5 point favorite, depending on where you look. Total 52.5. This game is at the Cardinal Stadium, State Farm Stadium. Natural grass, you might remember the last time a big game was there was the Super Bowl. Every single player was complaining about their cleats not getting traction on the grass. So, are they going to break out the slippery grass this time around? Who knows? Um, if they do, I mean, Miami can run the ball. Mark Fletcher, dog. They probably don't want to put the game in Carson Beck's hands. That's a bad idea.
Well, as little touches as possible for him.
Yeah, just want to touch it enough to hand it off and throw it to Malachi Tony. That's pretty much all you need to do.
Yeah.
The defense, elite, great at stopping the run. Ruben Bain is a game wrecker. They've got decent secondary play, although if there is a weakness, it's probably there. They just haven't played anybody. Well, I guess Ohio State could expose it, but they didn't. And Texas A&M never had a chance in exposing a secondary weakness. So maybe if you're Ole Miss, you can try to poke at that with Chambliss. But I think you're kind of going to get what you saw against Georgia, a lot of quick stuff. And then Chambliss eventually just going to have to kind of do it himself. And like that early fourth quarter run against Georgia that Chambliss had was like it was extreme whiffs of like the Manziel stuff from back in the day.
He's a Sunday football player. I mean, there's no question in my mind.
Which is why I'm so confused about why he's throwing a fit about going back to college. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. He's a Sunday kind of guy. I think he needs to take another year of playing, honestly. Because I think his draft stock, he could be a first round pick next year. I'd almost guarantee it. But yeah, I mean we'll see what happens from him. I think that he's definitely going to have to take another year of eligibility after this game. I love the under here at 52. Anything under that's going to be awesome because I would imagine that Ole Miss is going to score less than 10 points. Would be my predictor.
Wow. Okay.
I'm that Miami defense is elite, man. It really is super good. Yeah, and you're paying in a facility where there's not 17-mile-an-hour winds, so I think advantage Miami here, 100%. And I'm taking alt spread, so 7.5, 9.5, whatever you can get it at, the biggest you can get it at would be what I would take.
See, this game puts me in a tough spot because if I know nothing about college football, it's that I should not trust Mario Cristobal in a big game. But then I look over on the other side and I see Pete Golding and that staff, which has been halfway poached to LSU at this point. And I'm like, what about anything says I should trust you either?
Yeah.
So, like, I could very well see this game just being like one of these teams in the fourth quarter is just going to gag it away. If I'm going to think one of them's gagging it away, it's going to be Beck. But I just think Miami's talent is so superior, especially on the lines of scrimmage. That offensive line should be able to move mountains in this game. And if they can, Mark Fletcher is going to go crazy. I don't know what his odds are to score a touchdown. They're probably freaking ridiculous. Let me see if I can find that as we speak. Yeah, he's minus 230 to score a touchdown. So
Yeah,
that's a bit outrageous. But
I
think Mark Fletcher can have a day.
I can get you minus 125 on over 89.5 yards.
Honestly, like I would take like to rush for 100 plus, maybe like a plus number, maybe because I think he's going to have plenty of space to run, and Mario is going to hand him the football. So
Yeah.
I think Mark Fletcher is going to have a day. I think Miami does enough to win the ball game. Although if it does come down to quarterback play, it's Edge Chambliss.
Yeah, no,
Without a
100%.
doubt.
I think Chambliss is a better quarterback, hands down. I just think that Miami's offensive line allows no pressure on Beck, and I think Miami's defensive line is a literal game record. I mean, they had 5 sacks against Ohio State last week, 3 in like the first quarter.
Yeah.
You can't game plan for that. You can't game plan for the kind of pressure that they're bringing at you. We all thought Texas A&M best offensive line in the country. I mean, hands down, we were like, oh, they're the best. Texas got pressure on them, but not the way Miami was getting pressure on them.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, they couldn't do anything. You can't move the football when that's happening.
Yeah.
When guys are to you, and I mean, I watched it firsthand in the Notre Dame game. I was like, God, our offensive coordinators just suck. No. The coordinator was like, we can't throw the ball deep because they're back there in 2 seconds. I mean, they're like, why hand off the ball to Jeremiah Love? We're just not going to do it. No point in ruining his stat lines or anything. We're just going to not hand him the ball.
Yeah.
I get it.
This Miami team, I think, is better. We'll just see if Ole Miss has enough voodoo because that Georgia game, I thought they were like a play or two away from getting run out of the gym in the second half. All of a sudden, you look up and they're leading as Chambliss is freaking running around in circles, freaking slinging it all over the place. So
is Is this the best roster left in football in Miami?
I think Oregon's rivals it,
Okay.
especially if everybody's healthy.
I like it. I like it.
Which I guess we can get into that here. Oregon, Indiana rematch from earlier this year in Oregon, where Indiana won 30-20. This time around, Indiana favored by 3.5, total 48.5. In Oregon, Oregon was favored by 7. At in home field, that would say that Oregon's probably 3.5 better. So that means these teams, since that matchup, have flipped a touchdown, with Indiana being now better than Oregon by 3.5, allegedly on the spread. We know how tough it is to win back-to-back games against the same opponent. This game's a neutral. It's on the East Coast, so Indiana's a little closer because it's going to be in the Peach Bowl in Atlanta. This game Friday night, 6:30 ESPN. It's just tough to win twice in a row, and I think Oregon can have some solves here. Their receivers are going to be as healthy as they've been all year. They didn't have to do much against Tech. So this is back-to-back games where they didn't get pushed. And say what you will about Indiana, they blew past Bama. I think Oregon is meaningfully enough better than Bama to where it's a step up in competition that's going to be like a bit of a shock to them, I think. So
No,
where is Indiana going to be late first quarter? Is it going to be tied? Are they going to be down 3 or are they going to be down, 14-3? I can see any number of those outcomes, right? So I don't know. Gun to my head, I think Oregon keeps this game close. But man, it's a dangerous game to try to pick against this Indiana group right now. They are playing very, very well. But if there's anybody who can expose Indiana's talent not being quite where it would be with like an Oregon, I think it's going to be a team like an Oregon or, maybe next round a team like Miami because those talent rosters are just loaded with 4 and 5 stars. And
no.
Indiana, they've done a great job in the portal, done a great job evaluating. It's just not 85 5 stars or 85 4 and 5 stars. It's guys they developed and grew. So we'll see what comes out on top. I think Oregon keeps it close. I'll say Indiana wins by a field goal, but I think Oregon covers.
Okay. I like it. Are you kind of surprised that this over under line is less than less than the Ole Miss Miami game? Because I feel like there can be some serious points scored in this one.
I think these might be the two better offenses of the two, but I think they're also the two better defenses of the two.
That's fair.
At least Oregon. I think Oregon's defense is pretty filthy.
Yeah, I think Oregon's defense is good. I think they're good. I'm worried. I want to drill this over at 48.5, but it's testy to see what kind of team's going to come out and play. You know what I
Indiana
mean?
goes slow. They aren't really going to push pace a bunch. And Oregon, like we were talking before we hit record here, Oregon's running back room is very thin.
Yeah.
They've had 2 or 3 guys portal out. Davison is hurt. He's going to miss the game. They have 2 or 3 bodies in the running back room, period. So are they going to even try to run the ball? Is it going to be more Dante Moore? He's not the best runner in the world. So how is Oregon going to try to run the football? Because when Oregon's at their best, it's when they are running the football. And they didn't run it well against Tech. Tech's defense is pretty decent. If they don't run it well against Oregon or against this Indiana team, they're just not going to have a chance. I think they'll find a way to do some. But if I'm going to be dead wrong, it's because Oregon wasn't able to run the ball and it's too much for Moore and they just lose. That's where I'm wrong here.
I like it. Are we getting Everton Stewart back this week? Do we know?
I doubt it. But Decorium Moore is available. And I believe the other one is available too.
Stewart is such a game wrecker if he's playing. I mean, I think if Stewart's playing, this line could be completely different.
He probably adds like a point,
Yeah,
I would assume.
I would totally agree with that. Yeah. I don't know if I would take it. I think this game is such a toss up. Genuinely, I don't really love anything of it on it. I
Yeah.
want to say it. I took Oregon money line just because the line's better.
So
Um,
here's your outs. It's for Oregon. You're missing. They just released this injury report about an hour ago. You're missing Jordan Davison, who's their starting running back. You're missing Evan Stewart, who's obviously a great receiver. You're missing Mekhi Hughes, who's portaled. Riggs and Lamar are portaled. Those are both running backs.
no.
You're missing a couple of DBs who also portaled. Their safety room a little bit depleted. But a lot of their starters are still in. For Indiana, they're missing Stephen Daly still, who hurt himself celebrating after the Big Ten title game. Freak injury there. Um, Other than that, they look to be pretty healthy. Although I think their backup kicker is doubtful. So if anything happens to their first kicker, that could be a problem. But I don't know. And then I guess we'll go over the first one real quick. So Miami looks pretty healthy. Amon Moten, he's a defensive tackle. Looks like he is upgraded to questionable. Think it looks like he's going to play. And then for Ole Miss, everybody's pretty healthy. So that should be a game not decided by injury.
Good. Good. Neither one of these teams looks like Notre Dame's roster when they made it here, so that's promising.
Correct.
That's
That is
promising.
not a mash room. That is
Yes.
correct.
You don't have 18 guys not playing football on Saturday. Yeah.
So in this Indiana Oregon game, which quarterback are you giving the edge to? Mendoza or Moore?
I think Mendoza just because of the scheme he's in, just because of his system. It's very forgiving for a quarterback to throw a lot of checkdowns and then have home run balls that are just schemed wide open. I mean, it's Cignetti's a good coach.
1-2 in the draft coming up if Moore comes out.
No, I mean I don't disagree. Cignetti's a good coach, man. I don't know how good Mendoza is going to be when he gets out. I think he has a good arm and he's smart, but you're not going to have a whole lot of a scheme the way that you had at Indiana.
He's the worst Heisman winner in
decades. I mean,
a while, yeah.
Easily.
And that's no disrespect to him. He's a great player. But
Shedeur Sanders had better stats than him last year. I'm sorry.
There were a lot of quarterbacks who had better stats than him.
Yeah.
This year. Like Arch had better stats than him. Marcel Reed had better stats than him.
Yeah. It's just you're on the only undefeated team.
Yeah, you're the quarterback on the best team. That's kind of what the Heisman's devolved into, which is sad, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking Oregon in this. I'm going to take the money line. I already bet it. I will regret it at some point in time.
I don't hate maybe if you were going to tease it, take Oregon plus 10 and then take the over at 40 and a half, 41 and a half. I could see that.
Yeah. I just said whatever, man. I took them money line. If I lose, I lose, but I just think it's too hard to beat somebody twice.
So your championship game is going to be Miami, Oregon.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Then my national champs are going to be Miami.
I'll take Miami, Indiana, I guess. I don't feel confident about it because I just can't for the life of me seeing Mario Cristobal raise a trophy up. I don't think he deserves to play for it, but
we're going to be turning on the TV and we're going to be like, holy cow. A team out of the ACC that wasn't ACC champs.
Yeah.
Champions.
Where's Duke?
Gonna put an asterisk by Duke's name in the championship column. This team should have won.
That's right.
They beat SMU at SMU.
Anything else from these two games that you want to hit on before we move it on?
No, I think I'm good on that.
Yeah. Only so much we can talk about there. Should be great games. Both games tied spreads. ESPN tomorrow night and Friday night. Tune in. There's nothing else going on. No NFL to jumble up the mess. Enjoy good quality ball. Should be a good time.
Yeah. Oh, I took I'm lying to you, Etzel. I put down two bets. I was so scrambled in my head on which bet I liked more. So I took Oregon money line and Indiana money line on separate bets.
Well,
but on my Oregon one, I took Miami at -9.5.
Okay.
And on the other one, I took Miami -7.5.
Yeah, so you got ways to win both.
So yeah, there's ways to win both,
but
and
it starts with Miami.
they're pretty similar odds. I mean, they're pretty similar odds. So
Hey, if Miami wins by 10, that means you're going to win both ways.
yes, correct,
Either way.
correct. Yes,
ATM machine.
it
Starts with
starts.
Miami, though.
It starts tomorrow, baby.
That's
Starts
right.
tomorrow. Beck, don't you fold on me, or you're getting DMs on Instagram.
All right, let's go to the portal. What a complete mess this is. So a lot of your top commits have not committed yet. Cam Coleman's still out and about. You've got a bunch of Trey Young just got traded, by the way. Shout out to that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he is now a Washington Wizard. So
Oh god, way to ruin his career.
my Wizards. Um, so a lot of your top portal guys haven't committed yet because they have good agents, real agents, who are helping advise them in the process, actually get leverage, get better deals. So a lot of the top guys might not probably commit until later in the portal cycle. They probably will commit here pretty soon though, because semesters will start and they want to get enrolled, but might be lingering into this weekend. Of some of the notable things that happened, perhaps the most notable, Washington quarterback Damon Williams, who I love as a player, absolutely love, was going to re-sign to Washington. ESPN had it that he inked a deal for somewhere north of $4 million to return to Washington next year, only then for him to try and hit the portal late last night, which, of course, big deal, red flags, alarms everywhere, because rumor has it LSU tried to give him $6 million. So Lane Kiffin is a scumbag, first and foremost. But getting that out of the way, I think the biggest thing that's going to come out of this portal, because Washington has already said they're pursuing all legal options to keep him under contract, because they said he signed a contract, blah, blah, blah. The biggest thing that's going to come out of this portal cycle is what happens in that situation. Because if a court rules that a signed contract doesn't matter, we're about to have all sorts of hell unleashed on us, because even a signed contract doesn't mean anything. If they enforce it and he has to stay at Washington, or he just buys himself out of it and Washington earns like $4 million, then, you're maybe in a better place, but it's still not great with where things are. But when you saw Damon hit the portal last night, what'd you think?
I knew something was going on, something fishy was going on. Am I wrong that it's illegal to contact players when they're not already in the portal? Isn't it illegal to talk to players
It
that are?
sure is illegal. What team would do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's completely illegal to reach out to players.
Surely no team would do that ever.
Yeah, and you know what the biggest thing that's getting me right now is isn't $40 million salary cap that's working on these teams? How are these quarterbacks getting paid 5 and 6 million by themselves?
I
That's
know.
four,
When you've only got 20,
isn't it 40 million or it's 20 million, right? But that's for the whole school, isn't it? Or is it 40 million for the
that's what
whole
the
team?
rev share was. I think for football you can pay up to like $25 million, I think, allegedly.
Yeah.
But that's just with school money, because you could have your NIL deals that are otherwise. That's how you get like the headlines of Arch Manning taking a pay cut, because he didn't take any of the school money. He just took his outside earnings. And hey, he made $7 million last year. So he's
This is
doing
how you
okay.
get these are how you get these $65 million teams every
Correct.
year. Yeah, I don't know. I think you know what I think the biggest misconception about the portal this year is that I saw earlier Georgia, Oregon, Ohio State, Notre Dame. I hate to throw this team in the list, but they were on the list. BYU, I know they don't really count. But it's just talking about all these teams that have one or zero transfer commits right now that are portal commits. And I'm thinking in my head, man, I wonder why the really good football programs don't have any commits. Maybe their rosters are already good and they're keeping the guys that they have that are first string, second string dudes. And maybe they're only searching for a select 5 or 6 guys. Like Notre Dame's bringing in 26 freshmen. You can only have 105 on the football team. Like you're going to lose some to the NFL draft, but how many dudes are really graduating? You lose 18 in the portal right now. So, I mean, all said and done, you maybe lose 40 guys, you're bringing in 26 more.
Yeah.
You got room for 14 guys between now and after spring ball's over to sign dudes for 14.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be dudes that leave after spring ball that are probably going to be damn good football players.
Well, but
Like,
there's
why?
only one portal window now, though. That's why everything's so nuts. Because, like, you've got to, if you're going to portal, you have to be in there by January 16th,
Yeah, I did not think about that.
unless your coach leaves,
I
which,
forgot that rule has changed. That's a crying shame.
but if you're a portal player, if you can drag this thing on and all of a sudden you get to March or April and you haven't committed anywhere, granted, you're going to miss spring ball. That's one thing.
Yep.
But would you almost have more leverage at that point because teams see them in spring practice and they're like, "Oh no, we need to spend some money."
Yeah.
And
I
if
mean,
you're a portal
seriously.
guy that's floating around, like, what's stopping any of these elite offensive linemen or defensive linemen or a position like that where it's not necessarily such like you think of some of the scheme heavy positions and like when you're an offensive lineman, run game's run game, pass pro
Yeah.
is pass pro. Yeah, there's a voice back there and there's some nuance, but for the most part, you're either man blocking or you're freaking zone blocking or whatever it may be
Yeah.
on pass pro. Like there's not a ton to that. So if you're an elite offensive lineman, why not wait until March? And then
Yeah.
somebody might give you another extra $1 million because they're desperate, you know?
If you're a defensive end like that too, I mean, what's you pass rush, you run stop. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get reached. I
Set
mean,
the edge, man.
it's pretty simple. I mean, every team does the same exact thing to an extent.
Yeah, everybody's in a stupid 4-2-5 and
Yeah.
hey, don't get reached.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody does the same exact thing. So, yeah, no, I completely agree. You're going to become a top dollar asset here in the later months of the year before season starts because teams are going to see their spring ball team and like Notre Dame and be like, "Damn, we have to get a defensive tackle. We suck up front. We
Yeah.
got to get a defensive tackle." Yeah, I
That's
get
going
it.
to be interesting. I'm going to call that. I think that because nobody is really talking about. Everybody's just given the freaking like deadline. It's like January. Everybody's going to be in and out of the portal. You got to go. I think that there's going to be somebody hanging around
Yeah, I'm sure there's
March,
going to.
April.
The thing is that there's going to be dudes hanging around because they want to hang around, and then there's going to be a lot of dudes that are hanging around, and they're going to be like, "Damn, I've really screwed myself with this."
Yeah.
Like, but also those guys that are hanging around in the portal, D2 offers are coming, baby. You got time.
Hey, you never know when Ferris might come calling.
Yeah, Ferris. Oh, big news in Division II football. Harding's head coach has stepped down from his position as head coach of the Harding Bison and has
Really?
decided to become the general manager of the football team instead.
They have a GM. Are you kidding me?
The University of Harding has a GM now. It's the ex-Harding head football coach.
Scour the country looking for players who can run the triple option.
Correct. There's got to be small Wisconsin schools that are just praising this GM these days.
God, it can't be that hard. Come on.
Anyways,
Are you going to be the first SNU football GM?
No, I'm so far away.
It's like, yeah, so the guy's available.
Is he a scheme fit?
Might not be a C4 guy.
Might not want to play off-4 football these days. I'm not sure.
Coach, he didn't play a game that was colder than 68 degrees this year. 32 degrees and sleeting might not work.
Yeah, I mean, has he ever played in the sideways rain? He can't be that good of a football player. Okay?
Did not stick his face in it.
Yeah, I mean, has he ever played out in Arkansas on Monticello's literal ranch field?
Yeah.
Ever played there?
No. That place is cursed.
Is he? Oh yeah, I forgot.
There's got to be a burial ground or something underneath that stadium.
My talking point would be: when's the last time you've had Golden Corral? Welcome to the show. No pizza ranch for you around this place. Just Golden Corral.
That's right. Is Notre Dame going to be interested in Minnesota transfer Coy Parrish? Saw he was at Tech today.
I don't know. We need a. I don't know what Marcus Freeman's doing. I don't know if he's going to go to the Raiders or not. Still, I'm unsure.
Let's
But
hope.
right now, with his attitude, seems like he might be coming to Vegas because he's not doing anything in the portal.
His hairline would melt in Vegas.
I don't tell you. I don't tell you. He's not spraying it on good enough for us to get any recruits these days. So you better figure it out. We do have the number. You know what? In his defense, we had the number 2 recruiting class in the country. We got 2 5-star defensive ends coming in. I mean, we got players that are coming
Sorry,
in.
Texas had to turn down a all SEC linebacker the other day because he did not have the grades to get into UT.
Yeah, they need to work.
Even as a transfer, they couldn't get him enough credits.
The dude obviously had eligibility. Like he was eligible to play. Grades can't be
Right.
that bad. Come on, admin.
Apparently, they were not good enough to get in as a transfer, even as an athlete.
That's
as an athlete, you apparently just have to have a pulse to get in school, and
he couldn't have got himself stuck in the Macomb Business School. I mean, come on, anybody?
Not quite. We'd be lucky to get him into the friggin' general studies building.
The prestigious Macomb Business School.
Yeah, they don't let just anybody in the Macomb School of Business.
I forget about that. Yeah, that's kind of a big deal to be in there.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. The amount of people that I graduated high school with that were like, "Oh, I'm going to Texas or University of Texas," yada yada yada, and then like 87% of them don't get accepted, and they're like, "Okay, we're going to A&M."
We're going to Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
We actually decided we really like Arkansas these days. We're going to Arkansas.
Something about the culture up there, brother.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, if you can't get into one of those prestigious schools like Texas Tech or Texas A&M, Baylor, SMU, you go to Tech, you go to Arkansas, you go to OSU. There's no in between.
Oh, maybe Oklahoma State's a classic one.
You might get into OU. You might get OU.
Which, hey, speaking of, the entire football team from North Texas, congratulations on becoming an Oklahoma State Cowboy.
Yeah, that's huge. They're what were they, number 2 in the portal last time I saw? 31.
I think Penn State's like 2 or 3 too.
yeah, 31 commits thus far, and they're paying them nothing almost.
Yeah,
nothing to put them there.
Well, except Mastemaker, he got a payday.
Yeah. What about the offensive lineman from Oklahoma State that decided he was at Oklahoma State, but he was gonna hit the portal? He's gonna go look at a couple scores, but he wanted to revisit. What are you revisiting?
Like, buddy, you had a locker.
You went to school there last year, you moron.
What could you possibly visit?
Yeah, I just want to see you around campus. I haven't been here before. Yeah.
Oh my god.
What an idiot.
I took online classes.
Yeah, you only went to school there last year, you bozo. What a bum. Go to Arkansas.
So bad. Did you see the what Tulsa's doing? They rented out an Airbnb and are running their portal operations out of it.
That's awesome.
That's sick. They got like a putting green in the back and a pool. Like they're doing like a video series about it on like YouTube and their Twitter and Instagram and stuff. Highly recommend it. It's good stuff.
Is KJ Reed running this? Is he the production?
He is. He is. I saw the tweet.
Might have to get a little watch on that. Come on.
So Tulsa's head football coach Trey Lamb is a legitimate scratch golfer. He's a plus 0.4.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many strokes are we getting from him? No.
Lots.
Okay. Cool.
But we might be able to get it in Southern Hills if we got on his good side. So.
Yeah, we need to text him. Hey man, let us help with our podcast on your portal talk. We'll
come up there. Well, I'll go up to Tulsa and meet with him, and we'll play some golf. How about that?
Yeah. How hard is it to get on? I bet he has no status. I bet he can't even get us on the Southern Hills.
Yeah, probably.
But I bet that stupid president of ORU could get us on though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oral Roberts just has us wrapped up tight in the Southern Hills gang.
Oh gosh, I forgot Oral Roberts was in Tulsa.
Yeah, if they had a football program, they'd be elite.
Yeah, something about those religious institutions just scream good football.
It screamed good basketball a few years ago.
It does.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen these days.
It does. It does indeed. So Sorsby with Texas Tech, as was foretold, girlfriend transferred there.
Yep.
The message boards had it where he was logged into his YouTube TV at an Airbnb in Lubbock. So I mean that was foretold for weeks. We knew that one was coming.
Yeah.
Sam Levitt Arizona State. He was actually at LSU last night as Damon Williams was allegedly hopping in the portal to take LSU's money. So he quickly left that visit. He was at Tennessee today. I'm
Is
just not a huge Levitt guy. Maybe he was hurt last year, but
Are we going to see him land at potentially Florida? I mean, is he still on the Florida wagon?
could. But Florida brought Georgia Tech's backup with him because he
Uh,
got their OC. So it's Aaron Philo,
yeah,
who they like, but I would assume they want a veteran QB.
yeah, you surely. I mean, but you also got to be thinking in your head that Miami's got to land one of these dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, Miami has to get a good quarterback this year. Beck's gone. I mean, you're gonna have to land one of these experienced guys.
And of the guys available, like they're not going to take Lagway. They saw that up close and personal this
No.
year. Hoover's at Indiana, which I think that's a downgrade from Mendoza. Hoover just turns it over a lot.
Hey, I'm telling you, Mendoza isn't that good at Signetti. I swear, his scheme is just that good.
If Signetti can make Hoover elite, I will be fully bought in on the Kool-Aid.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Who else is even available at this point? Like you're looking at the Levitts of the world. You're looking at, Damon Williams, but maybe LSU. Miami could get involved there, though. I did see they were a team to watch there.
Is Mensa staying at Duke?
Allegedly, yes.
Interesting. I would pay. I'm just saying, if I'm Miami, I'd pay some pretty good money for Mensa. I'm just saying.
He's making a pretty big chunk of change at Duke too. I think he's making $3 or $4 million.
You could pay him more,
but Miami can certainly pay that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think Mensa's good. I really do think he's a pretty good quarterback. Like he'd be an upgrade from Beck. I think.
I don't think it's all that hard to get an upgrade from Beck.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think he'd be good.
Like if you're Miami and there's some of these guys floating around, like where's your line of like? Because I don't know. I don't know if I would take like Williams obviously is the guy right now. But if after he's off the board, like some of these teams are going to be left without a quarterback that they really love.
Yeah.
Because like you've got Levitt floating around, who obviously was a malcontent at Arizona State. But you look around at some of the big names, they aren't changing teams. Like Maeva staying at USC, Arch staying at Texas. A&M allegedly looked around about Marcel, but ended up re-signing him.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to take Michael Van Buren? He sucked at LSU this year coming in for Nuss.
He was terrible.
You're not going to – Ty Simpson's going pro.
Yeah. I mean, Lenore Sellers, but everybody thought he was going to be a big portal guy. Yeah. We all thought he was going to be a big portal guy.
Yeah.
Never leave. Never left.
Because South Carolina threw him a bag.
Yeah. I mean, I still would have left. You're just not going to win at South Carolina. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
There's got to be some, there's going to be some team that goes and searching in that Ferris State locker room.
I can guarantee you something's going to happen like this. If Miami or LSU or any big name team is feeling like they're going to be left without a chair in the quarterback room, the day that portal is about to close, some big name is hopping in because they got thrown a bag.
Yeah, no.
So it's going to leave some poor without a quarterback, and they're going to be like, man, we survived the entire portal window until the last day.
Rayola's still on the board? Yeah.
Yeah, he stinks, though.
And he's torn.
He could very well go to Miami, though. I could see that.
Yeah, he's got an ACL deal. Yeah.
And all of this gets thrown for a loop if Dante Moore comes out. Yeah. Then Oregon needs a quarterback.
Yeah.
They're not getting left.
Is Aller gone?
Yeah, he's out of eligibility.
Okay.
So is Klubnik.
Okay, I knew Klubnik was. There's got to be somebody we're missing here.
Wait, Klubnik might not be. I'd have to go back and look there, but
I think Klubnik's got to be old enough.
There's been as far as like some of the big names, like a lot of these teams have done a really good job of keeping the big names home. Like Cam Coleman's floating around, obviously, but Auburn with Golesh coming in. That's not the best system for a big body receiver to get noticed. They do a lot of tempo, run game, quick game stuff. So
Do we see
that's
one of those quarterbacks from Mizzou leave? What they had three
yeah.
that were legit.
Prebula left.
Yep.
It was rumored he was going to Va Tech, but then
Okay.
all of a sudden he was out at Washington today visiting.
Interesting. Where does Aiden Childs land? He's
I
out.
think he landed at Northwestern, which yuck.
What a lateral move. What a moron.
Well, now your boy Chip Kelly's there.
Hey, I don't mind. I don't mind a little chip. I don't mind a little chip. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? When Marcus Freeman leaves, we're just gonna go and add Pete Carroll as the head coach. So,
So in a span of 24 months, Chip Kelly has gone from the offensive coordinator on a national championship winning team to the offensive coordinator of the Raiders
on the worst offensive team in
to
the
the
NFL.
offensive coordinator of the Northwestern Wildcats. What a run in 2 years.
Yes, what a terrible decision to leave Ohio State.
Not very
Oh,
good.
you had life. Life was so sweet. Life was so sweet for you, wasn't it?
Had Jeremiah Smith,
Life,
Carnell Tate.
life was so sweet. What a moron.
No, we walked away and got fired by Pete Carroll because you wanted to coach Geno Smith.
Yeah, and now look where Pete's sitting. He's going to be sitting at the University of Texas when Sark goes to the Raiders.
That is correct. Oh, hey.
That is correct.
Hey, easy there.
You wouldn't hate that. Don't act like Pete Carroll isn't a great coach.
I would hate that. I hate Pete Carroll with all of my life.
He's a great college coach.
I hate him with all of my life. Those USC teams back in the day, my first true sports hate. Lindell White, Matt Leinart. Oh,
you just didn't like the Bush. Come on. Everybody remembers that.
Texas could do far better than little boy Pete.
Little boy Pete. Well, who else would you get? There's no coaches left.
There are no coaches left, but I'd be calling a bunch of people and making them tell me no.
You want Belichick?
No, I do not want Jordan. Jordan.
Who is I'm trying to think who the other quarterbacks are left. I can't believe Kenny Minchie.
That Kenny Minchie plot twist was wild. So it was early this week he was going to sign Nebraska. And then all of a sudden, like less than a day later, he's like, actually, I'm going to Kentucky. That's wild.
Just such a bad decision. Like
apparently, like the agent didn't even know he was flipping. Like bad stuff.
Like I know that no quarterback has come out of Nebraska that's been real good in like the last few decades, but at least Matt Rule has some sort of like connection to the NFL. Like you're going straight to Kentucky, where like their best draft pick in the last decade was one of the worst quarterbacks to ever touch the field in the NFL.
Yeah, I do like their new coach in Will Stein, but that's a leap of faith I wouldn't have felt pretty good about making.
No, you're going to a bottom 4 SEC team.
Nebraska, say what you will about them, they are firmly mid-tier Big Ten.
And hey, mid-tier gets you drafted. Bottom 4 doesn't get you a bowl game ever.
You go 8-4 at Nebraska, you're going to be a hero with how things have gone there lately.
100%. 100%.
I hated to see that happen to your Irish guy there. That was.
I know. I have a ton of faith in Minchie too because I think he's a great quarterback. I really do. And I was hoping somebody was going to land him good. Like I was hoping somebody middle of the pack, not a team that Notre Dame would ever have to play in a playoff game, would land him.
Like perfectly Nebraska.
Yes, like perfectly. You know, it'd be awesome if you would have landed at Iowa. I would have been thrilled with Iowa.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to make the playoffs because you're going to lose 3 games in the Big Ten.
Well, you go to a good bowl game. As long as Ferentz doesn't ruin you, you'll put up some numbers.
Yeah.
You'll be in a pro system.
Simple as that. Like Iowa would have been a great move. And Iowa's got to be looking for a quarterback because they thought that dude from South Dakota State was going to be the balls, and he sucks.
Allegedly, they like what they have, and I think that's a bad idea.
I think allegedly they're good with not going to the playoffs ever.
Correct.
In the year 2020.
We are forgetting that. They are good with just going 8-4.
It's all they need. That's
all
they need.
Yeah, correct.
It's okay. It could be worse things because you got the Iowa of the South in Oklahoma. So
Crimson and Cream, Iowa.
Crimson and Cream, Iowa. There could be worse things.
We were talking a lot about all the Texas exits out of the portal. Oklahoma's had even more exits than Texas.
Hey, you know what though? I hate
Some
it.
of them are probably mutual, but
Well, I mean, I'm sure they didn't want Samuel Masigo to jump ship. That's just not ideal for the football program. And Giovanni Gibson and the running back Taylor Tatum,
yeah.
and they have had a lot of guys.
Hey, but they
which have
got
been
Parker Livingstone.
a game wrecker for them, dude. Game
Oh,
wrecker.
God. I have some thoughts about that.
Yeah, dude. Parker Livingstone, that's huge for them. I mean, they throw the ball really, really well with Mateer. Like, that's huge to get a receiver. I totally would think.
For the life of me, I get Parker Livingstone didn't grow up a Texas fan. Wanted to be recruited by OU out of high school anyways. I get all of that. But still, you're in Texas for multiple years. How in the absolute fuck do you feel like you go to Red River for 2 straight years? They haven't scored a touchdown in 2 straight years. And you're like, you know what? If I get the chance, I'm going to go join that offense. What? What? What are we doing?
He's like, yeah, I saw them play Bama, and that's all I needed to see. They look good against Bama. I think I'm the difference maker in this offense. Yeah, they've wasted every talented receiver they've ever had there because John Mateer sees Casper on the field at night. Dude cannot throw the ball more than 8 yards at a time. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I don't know. I know one thing's for dang sure is I will be getting an OU jersey this upcoming season because OU has signed Colorado State's tight end
Rocky Beers.
and I'm getting a Beers jersey this year, guaranteed.
He's gonna wear like his number 81. It's gonna say 81 beers, and
Yep,
I mean it's gonna go
Beers.
triple platinum at all the frat houses.
Yes, I'm gonna be rocking the hell out of that.
Oh my god! I can already just get it before we go on the golf trip in April.
Those guys will be so excited. They'll be so thrilled with that.
Ugh. And then they'll score 0 touchdowns again in Red River.
and then they'll end up playing the softest schedule in SEC and tell everybody how hard it
Hey,
was.
they go to Michigan next year. That's no cupcake. They got a real ball coach up there now.
Yeah. They look good in that bowl game against you guys for 3 quarters.
Underwood looked great for just a few minutes.
Then he started forcing some stuff.
And then the freshman stuff started happening.
I think he needs a spring to develop. He's going to be.
Hey, which if Sark gets off his ass here in the portal, Arch is going to absolutely cook fools next year, man.
Yeah.
What we saw at the end of this season, that is the prince that was promised. That was generational stuff.
We're gonna have a pretty incredible quarterback class next year.
Yes, we are.
Get Arch, get CJ Carr. Bryce Underwood will have one more year, huh? Because he was a freshman.
Yep. You're gonna have Sayin. You're gonna have
Lagway. I don't know if you count in that group.
Yuck. You're gonna have, but you might end up having the Oregon kid more if he stays or goes.
You'll have Levis. You'll have Rockdo Beck.
Yeah, Beck. I mean, jeez.
I don't think Beck's that bad.
He's fine. I just wonder how it'll scale in the Big 10 compared to the Big 12.
It'll be interesting to see how good Sorsby is because they're going to have an incredible amount of talent.
They're going to have an ungodly support system around him.
Yes. I mean, he has no excuse but to be amazing next year because they're going to have every single possible asset they could have. And if they land Cam Coleman, they're going to have every single asset on that team to win a championship, and they won't win. But yeah.
I think right now, from based off what I read, I think it's Texas and A&M 1-2 in that race, but we'll see. He hadn't visited Tech yet.
Well, I'm hoping Notre Dame lands Dylan Edwards. That would be huge. We just got to keep Dylan Edwards composed and make sure he doesn't kick a bench and ruin his season.
Correct.
Because if he kicks a bench, he's out for 3 games. He'll come
keep him out of Ireland next year.
Yes, correct.
You're not going to that. Y'all aren't going to Ireland next year, are you?
No. Not going to Ireland next year. I believe we play at Fenway Park against Navy, though. We do play Lambeau against Wisconsin to open up the season.
Oh, look at
I,
that.
I believe.
Hey,
We
Luke
do not
Fickle.
schedule
Apparently, he's got some money to spend. They've been involved with basically everybody this portal cycle.
Fickle.
That team's a mess.
He should have gotten fired.
Yes, he should have. That stupid team quarter zip, the little vest he's got. It's so lame.
Oh God.
I don't know how they put up with him.
Reed's been excited about big money bag Fleck.
Yeah, the Gophers classes look pretty good. They're a top 25 class on 247.
There you go.
They've
Good for
done
him.
they've done they lost Coy in the portal, which is a shame. I like some Coy, but they've done well backfilling some of the other stuff. They got a tight end today from Oklahoma, actually, Caden Helms,
Oh,
who's
nice.
um, always injured, but I mean the talent is there nonetheless. They need a couple more offensive linemen, I think, and maybe like if they get a best player available. But they did a good job of retaining most everybody else. Like they retained Anthony Smith, who's probably going to be a day 2 draft pick. They retained Darius Taylor, which is going to be a big deal. So
He was underwhelming this past year though.
he was hurt. He was hurt. In the bowl game, he was healthy, and there was some juice there. They just got to keep him upright.
Yeah, that's what I was
And,
worried
and
about.
and Drake Lindsey's back for his second year starting. So
Be good for him. He'll be on a
I
good
think
good
I
team.
think the Minnesota will be better next year.
You know what? If they get an underwhelming schedule like they had this past year, they can find themselves winning 8 games. Easy.
Their schedule is not quite as underwhelming next year.
Nice. So you're telling me they land the big three, as in they land
They
Oregon,
go
Ohio.
to Indiana, and I think they go to Penn State.
You beat Penn State. You mean
I
you can beat the Penn State Cyclones this year? No question.
I think they get Michigan too. I'm not sure though.
Michigan's tough. That's tough.
They don't play Ohio State, which is win. But
Yep. Ohio State's a win. Not playing Oregon's a win.
then you've got your rivalry game with Iowa. Iowa's Iowa, and then you've got Wisconsin, who they should be better than, and I don't know. We'll see. They don't play anybody in non-conference either, so that helps. They have 3 wins right off the bat.
Let's just take a look at this schedule. Let's just take a look. Let me get a gander. Hold on. No, I don't want the football roster. I want the football schedule. This thing sucks. All right. Okay. Nope, not going to give it to me then. Sorry, this is taking me entirely too long.
I don't know if the Big Ten has released their schedules yet. Have they?
I haven't. They haven't released the TBDs. They have. Oh no, they only show the first 3 games. It looks like.
I think the opponents are out though.
They
Okay,
play,
so at
play-
Indiana, home Michigan, at Penn State, at Washington, at Wisconsin are your toughest games.
Okay. They open up at Eastern Illinois, or at home versus Eastern Illinois, at
And
home
then-
versus Mississippi State,
Yeah.
at home versus Akron.
And then at Indiana. Great.
Yep. At Indiana.
Maybe they can ease into conference play with like a Northwestern or a Purdue.
You worry about that. You worry about a sticky that sticky Northwestern game after you play Indiana, Iowa, Michigan. Oh, days.
Yeah, day TBA's there though. We don't know.
Ugh. That's not the easiest schedule, man. That's a tough schedule.
It's harder than this year's. But they
Well, you
don't
get-
have
you
to
get-
go to UCLA, which would have been a dead stadium. At Washington, it's tough,
5.
though. But without
get
DeMond there,
5.
like at Washington's not nearly as tough.
Yeah, you still get 5 pretty tough teams, I would say. Washington, Penn State, Michigan, Iowa, Indiana.
Yeah, but you get Michigan and Iowa at home. That's
Could
your
lose-
saving grace.
Could lose to Jeff Levy and Mississippi State as well. So that's
I don't know. Their quarterback got brutal injury the other day in their bowl game. That was tough to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying. Jeff Levy,
Can't wait. We just got to get through the Mickey Mouse playoff games and see if our coaches actually do anything in the portal.
I think one of our coaches is going to be leaving for the NFL. Yes.
I hope not.
I hope not either, because if he leaves, then
I feel like Notre Dame is better equipped to hire a replacement.
we'd probably just step up Denbrock, just move the heck on.
I feel like they would move up Chris Ash.
No. Honestly, it would be so full circle for Notre Dame to get Brian Kelly back.
Oh God.
You know what? You know what? This is probably what would happen. I'll tell you right now. Marcus Freeman leaves. Ed Orgeron comes and becomes the head coach of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Go Irish.
I actually would honestly, I wouldn't be horribly mad if Ed Orgeron was the head coach. Is he going to be as good schematically? No.
No.
But damn it, can he recruit? He
Yes,
can recruit his ass off.
that he can.
So that's
That
what we
would be
need.
fun.
That's what we need.
But here's to hoping it doesn't happen, because boy, do I not want to have to go through a coaching search. Ugh.
Yeah. What's his name still out there? Might get some might take on some Jimbo Fisher. Still out.
Ugh.
Still out in the picture. Hell of a
Yeah, we'll
recruit.
hire Hugh Freeze while we're at it.
Yeah. He might play golf on the tab though. You never know about him.
I mean, not even Billy Napier's available. He's at James Madison.
Yeah. NDSU's coach available for hiring? Surely.
I'm sure. You'll get the Illinois State coach. They miraculous run to the FCS title game. Only lost because they had an extra point blocked.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, there's got to be some of these good FCS coaches that are sitting out there for availability.
Yeah, but if you're a school like Notre Dame or Texas, you probably go like, I don't know, is there coaching? You go ask like Sean McVay if he wants to coach.
Yeah, that's
Or
true.
you ask like you know, like the list. Like we're talking like, what can I do to get Dan Lanning out of Oregon or
Yeah,
something
that's
like that.
true. There's some good coaches. I mean,
Like if I'm Texas or Notre Dame and my coach leaves, I'm probably calling Kirby at Georgia just to see like, hey, how you like moving?
do you have any interest?
Yeah.
Have any interest?
You can tell them it's like, how do you like not being in a conference?
What is I don't even know if DeBoer would be a lateral move. I feel like that would be a downgrade from Freeman.
I mean, I don't know. He does win a lot, but it's definitely. I don't think his fit. He'd be a great fit at Notre Dame. I don't think he's a great fit at Bama.
Yeah,
just like culturally.
Now, hear me out. Would you hate it if Texas? Let's say, end of the day, Texas loses Stark. Okay, worst situation available. Do you hate Dabo?
Yes.
No questions. You hate Dabo.
Yeah.
You think the game is just aged that?
I think it's left him.
Yeah, you think it's just aged past him.
I think the game has passed him by.
He's just years behind at this point in time. Yeah, I mean,
honestly, like if I was, I'd go look for someone who could just recruit their butt off. If you lose Sark,
you're literally just speaking Jimbo into existence. He's the best.
Jimbo is an old, decrepit man. No,
Jimbo is probably top 10 recruiter of all time.
Honestly, like Coach O would be a fantastic recruiter at the University of Texas.
No, he would be. I would love Coach O. Coach O is a fantastic recruiter. He said, and I quote, he did a video with Chucky. He did a video and he's talking and he's like, so what'd you say to Burrow when you got him to commit there? I said, Joe, we got all the weapons on the team this year. We got 3 really bad quarterbacks, but I got all the receivers in the world. I didn't list off any of the receivers' names, but we had Jamar Chase, Jefferson. He's like, we had all the weapons in the world. I told Joe Burrow that, Joe, if you come to LSU, we're going to win a national championship. And if you don't, I'm going to get fired. It sure is crap. As soon as Joe left, see you later.
I was about to say, and both things happened.
Yeah, both things happened, and they happened quickly.
He is truly a fortune teller, Coach O.
I mean, he is. He is. He's a man of the people. He knows.
That's
He
right.
knows what he's talking
That is right.
about.
Anything else before we get out of here? We went an hour somehow. I can't believe it.
Miraculous. Portal talk for forever.
I know. I don't think anything popped off while we were gone except Trey Young getting traded, which sad Sooners everywhere.
Yeah. I'll tell you what definitely didn't pop off today, and that's the Stranger Things episode number 9 that everybody expected to be coming out.
You actually watched this season?
Yes, I did. It was rather disappointing.
I haven't watched since season 3. That to me was my ending.
Yep. I'm just being honest with you, and if anybody's listening that hasn't watched it, I'm about to spoil it. Horrible, horrible season finale. Unpopular opinion, terrible season finale. Every single good TV show or movie series, somebody has died at the end. Like multiple people die at the end. Like you watch Harry Potter, Dobby dies at the end. You watch Star Wars, Yoda dies. Like somebody big has got to die. Nobody cool died. Nobody cool died. What a freaking shame. Kill them all. Sorry.
Someone's got to die.
Somebody's got to die in order for it to be a good ending. It just has to be.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I agree.
crying shame.
I agree. Well, I guess we'll sit back, watch the games, and then we'll have this time next week, we'll have some NFL playoffs. We'll have a national championship set, and we'll have the closing of the portal coming up. I can't wait.
I can't wait to get into the tailgate live tomorrow night after the game's over.
Oh, there we go.
Yep, I'm excited.
There we
Cover
go.
3 tailgate tomorrow night after the game's over. It's the place to be, man. They're those guys are just funny. I don't know.
They are good. I like
Bud. They're really funny as long as they're not talking about Notre Dame. Then they're really
Bud and Tom arguing like a old married couple is very funny.
Notre Dame doesn't play anybody. They played the same teams for 50 years, Bud. For 50 years. Oh, God.
Oh, gosh.
Anyways, yeah. Cool.
All right. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Thank you to Chase keeping us on our P's and Q's, getting us back in the lab here. We'll see you next week. We'll talk national championship, NFL, portal, everything. NBA trade deadline. Maybe Anthony Davis is gone by the next time we talk. We can only hope. But until then, appreciate all y'all hanging out. Be good. Go make some money. Peace out.